Okay.
Mm.
Welcome, guys, to Clueless Insanity. Today, we have yet another video discussing the last team from our series of Let's Talk, as well as the last team to start their IPL 2020 campaign. No prize for guessing. They are in my background. It is team Korbolor for Jeet Bole, basically Kolkata Knight Riders. And today in panel, I have Amog. Please say hi. Anirudh and the experience in Varadarajan. And welcome Varadarajan to our panel. Today we are going to discuss KKR, and I have a few questions for each one of these panelists. Let's start. Um, okay, let's go with some with the experience, of course. So I have a question to you, Mr. Varadarajan. Who do you think are the four foreigners who will play in today's match against Mumbai Indians, as well as likely in the campaign?
My picking by this one is Sunil Narayan, Pat Cummins, Andrew Russell.
Yeah, and I heard three names. You told Sunil Narayan, Pat Cummins, Andre Russell. Who's the fourth, or are you going with just three?
Ian Morgan.
Okay, Ian Morgan. Yeah, that's sounds like a very formidable four coming in all positions in the 11. I think that's going to be quite a strong candidate of four foreigners compared to any team. Let's move further. Ani, I have a question for you. How do you assess the new captain coach combination? How do you think they will play with Brendan McCullum now assuming the role of coach, transferring from the role of player, as well as DK as captain, Dinesh Karthik?
Yeah, that's an interesting question, Akshar. Brendan McCullum has been over the years a great player, but he has taken a new responsibility now as the coach. He would provide in a lot of inputs as a T20 player. Who else better than McCullum? And he has been a great fielder, so he would be giving those tips for the fielding as well. And Dinesh Karthik, as we know, has done a pretty decent job with the captaincy. So he would get a lot of assistance from McCullum, as well as a player like Morgan, so who himself was England captain the previous World Cup. So there would be a lot of assistance from the such seniors, and you have a bunch of youngsters there. So it is nice to see this team.
Okay, that's actually a very good point. There are plenty of heads there who can help DK, and if we see what Trinbago Knight Riders did in the CPL, I think Brendan McCullum can be a very good coach indeed. To move further, this actually brings to a bigger point, and I want Amok to elucidate a few things on this. We see that apart from the captain and the four foreigners, there seems to be a lack in experience. A lot of youngsters in Shubman Gill, in Prasid Khanna, and Shivam Mavi. Do you see this being a problem, or what's your take on this?
That's actually a very good question. See, if you have seen in the history of IPL, this has always been a problem with every team. So there's always a mix with experience with and then youngsters. But there's a platform as well. You bring in the youngsters, and they're the ones who are like climbing off the ladder and make it bigger. So you have all the names. You can like list out everybody who are probably now part of the 11 of India. They're all youngsters at one point playing the IPL, wondering if they can do it or not. So right now, all eyes on Shubman Gill. He didn't break out. It wasn't like a larger than life moment because everything was stolen by Russell, but he was always there. His role was always there. Shubman Gill was always doing his bits. But if he has to like be caught by Kohli's eyes and the selector's eyes, this has to be that year for him, because it's already getting really tough to make it to the Indian I mean, IPL is like the stepping stone, right? I'm just talking in
Yeah.
terms of like, the Indian players right now. We'll get to the foreigners and all that, but the Indian players right now, two people will immediately come to your mind. That is Shubman Gill, one, and then two is your pacer. So first, I'll tell you about the batsman, and that is Shubman Gill. For me, I see Kohli in him. I see Kohli in him. I believe he is as good as Virat Kohli. He just has to just somehow find his way to get that hunger more. 30s and 40s will not do it. He has to get that average above 50 in this IPL, and that's it. You can see him playing in Indian jersey soon.
Yeah.
And the other one is a lot of, again, huge talk on it. I am just like looking at these two players, and they bring a lot of joy to us. Shivam Mavi one, and the other one is Nagakoti. Both of them were clocking 140s. Like that is like a distant dream 10 years back. So now you've got pacers coming in, and that too you have a captain who in the Indian team who looks at paces and get all happy. So these are good times. Yeah, it will be fun to watch this particular aspect. So these are the guys who will be the names for KKR.
Okay, I think Amog has bridged the answer for this,
Akshat,
and as well as
Akshat,
yeah, please, Ani.
yeah, just to add to the point which Amok said, so he's brilliantly told about Shubman Gill, so and Kamlesh Nagarkoti and Shivamavi. So these are the youngsters, budding youngsters in the KKR team. So last year we saw uh, Prasidh Krishna as the bowler
That's it,
who was
yeah.
really good for them. So another youngster who has performed well in last year's IPL. So this year again, it's a great opportunity for him. And there's this player, Nitish Rana, who has silently kind of played some decent knocks. Probably doesn't get that big name due to the Russell or the Karthik, but he's a great player to watch out as well.
I think he will slot in very well at position 3. And I must be honest, I see each one of the names you just mentioned playing today against Mumbai Indians.
In the Mumbai side, batting order lineup is very good because restricted to below 150. It is the targetable because Andrew Russell, Sunil Narayan, and Nitish Rana, and of course Shubman Gill. When opening stand between Sunil Narayan and Shubman Gill, it's open. It's quite comfortable because last few years I saw the matches. Sunil Narayan played against well.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
played for opening as well as bowling. Also, it's contented batsman.
Correct.
Before below 150 is a targetable because after 150 is chasing is very difficult because of snow and the moisture is there. That's why when whoever won the toss go for field only because they are choose to field for why because choose to field is below content the batsman.
Okay.
Because last match we saw the CSK match against Mumbai. Mumbai played well, although they are lost the match.
Yeah.
So today is the pick the Nagarkote and Sunil Narayan's when spin attack. It's restricted to below 150 is a good score.
Okay.
to chase
So
up.
so that's your analysis. You say that the bowling side should fire well to go to make them to restrict Mumbai Indians below 150. So that, okay, gentlemen, that brings us to the last point of today. The last question. It's for all three of you. First, we'll go with Mr. Vardarajan. Then Amog, you can come in, and then Ani. Who do you think is the X factor for this team? Who could take them uh, to the finals and eventually win it for them? One batsman and one bowler would do. You can take
I
off.
think Pat Cummins is the bowler and Captain Dinesh Karthik is the batsman.
Okay.
Like a
So
bowler.
that's a very good two picks, to be honest. Let's go further, Amok.
Yeah, so like X Factor, you know, as much as I don't want it to be, but it is going to be Russell.
Yeah.
You know, like Russell will be your X factor if he's fit. From what I saw him in CPL, he was not being 100%. So if he's fit, and then we'll get to see a glimpse of what he did in 2019. So that's, yeah, that will be an X factor. He is clearly the one person who can destroy any opposition. So yeah, he's one big X factor. But personally, on a personal level, I would really want, like I mentioned previously, Shubman Gill has all the talent to become the next big thing for India, and I really hope I see him do what I mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Again, two good picks. Ani, do you have additional guys that you think are the X factors?
Yeah, see, one, I would also go with Russell, but other than Russell, I'll pick another all-rounder, which is Sunil Narain.
Yeah.
Sunil Narain, with his ball, he's kind of improved himself. So you never know, he might bring in some fresh things there. So 4 overs of him and up the order, he has the free license to go and can give great starts. So Sunil Narain and Andrew Russell are my X factors.
Okay, that there you have it, guys. That's the message from our panelists. They say watch out for KKR. They say watch out for these X factors in in the young guns as well as in the tried and tested, proven all rounders of Andre Russell and other powerhouses like Sunil Narain. We also heard from the senior gentleman from the panel who says, you know what, guys, we also have some great finishers in DK and also a great world-class bowler in Pat Cummins. So that's the news. KKR are a team to watch out for. Thank you for listening to us and have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.